Welcome back to the Learn and Tech channel where we learn something new every day. This is part 2. Let's go back to a number and format field. Date and time. Actually, this is just a number. No, that's not a number. Here's a number. Format field. Now we can also customize these and display currency symbol. Now if you do fixed, the currency symbol will be over here. If you do floating, it will be right next to it. To me, floating makes more sense, but maybe for you, you would like the fixed. Now you can also customize all this. So decimals, rounding, negatives. And with negatives, you can do the brackets to show it's in negatives, or you can do a minus sign after or before. We'll do that. That's the way it's standard, so we'll leave it there. Reverse sign for display. Allow field clipping. Leading zeros, so you can get rid of leading zeros. 1,000 separators. Use a counting format. Now we can go up here to currency symbol and say this isn't yours and you need a different country's symbol. You just would delete it and then add in whatever is your currency. And once again, you can do fixed or floating. One symbol per page, position. So once again, you can change all of this to make it look how you wish it to look. Then you'd hit OK. But we're not messing with this, so we're just going to hit cancel. Okay, so next we'll get out of this by hitting cancel. And if we go up here to insert, we can insert a line, a box, a picture, a chart, and a map. So if we want to draw our own line, just to make things look more organized, I don't really use this, but some people do. You can draw your line. Now, if you go to the top or bottom, you can resize it. So you can make it smaller. We can go to the middle of it and move it to where we need it. You can also draw horizontally and vertically. And then you can also format it. So if we go to format line, it gives us a style. We can do none, which that's not going to help us. Dashed. If we hit OK, as you can see, if it was longer, it'd have more dashes. Click it and go back to format, format line. And we can do dotted. Okay. As you can see, that looks pretty good. And we can right click and also do format line. We can change the color. Once again, it's the exact same as I showed you earlier. Make your own custom colors. Now, what you can do is you can suppress it, so whenever you print, it won't be there. You can repeat on horizontal pages, read only, and lock position and size, and extend to bottom of section when printing. So that would just keep on going all the way down to the bottom of the sheet. Now width, you can make it super small like it is now, or you can go all the way up to 3.5 points. Hit OK. And now you can see it's extremely thick now. We're going to cut that out. We'll go back up here to insert and we'll do a box. So just do like that. Now we have the exact same thing. So you can go here, format box, or you can click it and go up to format. And it's intelligent enough to know what we're working with. Once again, you can have dashed, dotted. So let's look at dashed. We can change the width. And then we can change the color of the box. We can give it a drop shadow like we did earlier, where it looks like it's kind of lifted off the page. Fill color, right now it's white, but we could, maybe make it a gray or silver. Always close border. Extend to bottom of section when printing. Suppress, so everything we just talked about is still here. You can also round the corners. Give it a nice, cleaner, more updated look. You can go all the way until it's, like an oval. So we'll go right there. Hit OK. and that looks awful because of the length. You can test with it. Also, making it bigger will help make it look like a actual box again. But we don't need this, so we will once again make sure we click on it. Cut. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is up here at report. You can look at where's that? Template expert, or you can go down here and there it is, template expert. So if you don't really have time to format your stuff, this may be a quick, easy way to do this. So right here we can look, and this will give us a preview of how that looks. It's got a good bit to go through. And maybe one of these will fit your needs. You can also browse and pick your own. But let's say we want to do this block blue. So what we'll do is we'll hit OK. Give it a second to load up. And there we go. It is already formatted for us. So if we go to print preview, and this will work for some people. Other people want more design over what they're doing, and you can still edit this. But say you did this and you did not like it and you don't want it. All we gotta go do is go back and hit undo the current template. Hit OK. And now we're right back where we started. So it's not going to hurt you to try it. And it's good to know that it's there. Okay, so another cool thing we can do is if we go up here to report and then section expert and go to details and we'll go to paging coloring. Here we go. If we go over here to this, we can write our own code. And actually it's already nice enough to give us what colors there are to use. So now the code we're going to use, will just give us a little space there. We will do select record number mod 2, hit enter, and then we're going to do case 0 CR white. Now for case 1, we're going to put color 222. Okay, with this little bit of code, we can also use other colors like these right here or custom numbers. And we're going to hit save and close. And then we're going to hit OK. Now if we go look at our print preview, as you can see now it alternates between white and a gray. To me, I like the way that looks. Maybe give it a little bit more space. That just looks really good to me. Now it's time to talk about these special fields over here. And there is a lot of stuff you can add on here. The one I'm looking for is page N of M. We just drag this into our page footer and put it right there in the middle area. And then we can bring that down. And let's look at what that did. So now, if we go all the way down to the bottom, you can see page 1 of 54. So that's a handy little tool, and you can move it to the side. Go ahead and do that now. Put it over there in the corner. There's other things you can also use. So let's look here. We could print the date that it's being printed. Put that over there. And you don't want to go too crazy with it. You want things that make sense. To me, the most popular one would be the page number. Print date is used some, but you don't want to clog this up and make it too clunky. It's the bottom of a page, and you don't want it to, have too much stuff drawing their eye to it. So we'll go ahead and look and see how that looks. And now we have the date and the page number. So that to me is coming together really nicely. Okay, so now that we have this much going for us, we're going to start messing with this report header. Now over here, you can insert a text object. Okay, so then we'll just drop it in over here. Now for this report, I'm kind of unorganized, but we will say that this is a employee report. So employee report. Okay. Make this really big. Okay, so move it over here. Make it bold. Maybe even italicize it, because this should really pop off. This is only going to be on the first page. And we're going to make it even bigger. There we go. Just give it some room. And now we could change the color maybe to a blue. Not white. White doesn't show up, of course, but we could do like a gray. I don't like the way that looks, so we'll go back. Do a darker gray. I think the blue stood out the most. It may not look right, but something to fidget with. So we'll go to print preview. As you can see, that sticks out, and it's telling us what we're doing. So that will only appear on the first page. So see, now we don't see it anymore. Now another thing you'll probably want to do to it is format text. And we'll go over here to border. And we'll give it on the bottom double. So that's how it'll look. Okay. We'll move this up a little bit. Not too much. There we go. That tells everybody what we're doing here. Okay. So this could be a revenue report or anything else. You can name it anything. Let's go ahead and add in a logo over here. So to do that, all you have to do is insert, and then we're going to insert a picture, and then we'll insert my little picture over here. That thing is huge, so we're going to resize it. Move that over to the edge of the page. And we're going to bring all this back up because we do not need all that white space. There we go. Now we can just take a look at how that looks. Print preview. Go ahead and move this out of our way. There we go. So this is what you would see if you were printing it. Like I said, it's starting to actually look like a real report. You can put this in the middle if you prefer, and this over here on the right. It's all up to what you prefer. And once again, what looks aesthetically pleasing. Now, one more thing we're going to do is go back to print preview, because this is kind of bothering me a little bit. If we look here, you see how it's straight and then goes over. It's because it's not 0, 8, and these are double digits. So that kind of just messes with my OCD a little bit. So we're going to go back and fix that. Go here, right click, and then we're going to hit format field. What we're going to do here, customize date, and then day will have that, and month will also have that. That way, whenever we get into the, 10, 11, 12, it doesn't throw it off either. Now then, this is what it's going to look like. We'll hit OK. And hit OK again. Now print preview. Now it looks more uniformed, and it looks better overall. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save our report. So file, if it's your first time saving, do save as and give it a name that you can actually understand what you're doing inside of the report. But we've already named it My First Project, as you can see up here. So we'll hit save. That way we can come back to this later on. Now, if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing. Also leave a like and a comment, and tell me anything that you want to see in the future, whether it be other programs like Excel or just whatever you need. And have a wonderful day. Thank you.